Hello and welcome back to the 4PL Play for Fame 515 July final by Tt.esports. I am once again joined by my lovely co-caster Spuddington.
Hello! How's it going?
Nice, that was a magica hello right there.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's certainly a thing.
It's definitely,
anyway.
definitely. So yeah, let's take a look at these picks. We do not know what the bans are because unfortunately they started before the casters were in, which is, fantastic. So we have Kerp on Fizz, and obviously we've seen this before. Kerp's Fizz is absolutely amazing, and it was hilarious to watch last time. So we will have Nunu, Corky, Jace, interesting, and then Janna for Luna, and then Acer will have Ezreal, new smash shot, Solar, Lee Sin, Zillion, and then Jax. So Zillion, very interesting pick. We did see Bacon Lovers taken a couple weeks back, and that didn't work out for them. They did indeed copy the M5 sort of build, and this time again they have copied it, but not to the full extent. Actually, mostly.
No, yeah, this is very similar. What Moscow 5 did was they had Zillion on their team, and they had Shyvana and they had Jax, and they had those two characters who are beefy damage dealers just jump into the middle of the enemy team. They had Zillion ult them and resurrect them to jump into the middle of the enemy team again, and functionally just Zillion's damage falls off late game, but it didn't matter because they had two of these high damage scaling bruisers who were just destroying the enemy team. But it can go wrong, as we've seen. But this is a very similar style. Like Lee Sin and Jax, those are both very sort of tanky, high damage, utility characters that will really wreck everything. But,
yeah, for sure. And interesting enough, as we've just stated, Lee Sin will be there instead of Shyvana, and I don't really know anyone who can play Shyvana in the jungle as well as down procs. I know Anchorage played a really, really nice Shyvana top, but no one really comes to mind who can really max down procs as Shyvana, and we're just waiting for the loading screen. So, yeah, very interesting team composition, and Ace's playstyle is very, very similar to Moscow 5's. We're actually discussing this before. They both have exactly the same playstyle. They look for the punish, they look for a pick, then they just punish them so hard. It's just like you take a tower and then you take Baron and everything you own. And strike at Ezreal. Interesting.
That skin.
Yeah.
One of the old ones that's less seen, shall we say. But yeah, he's Moscow 5 are really good at keeping track of where the enemy are. They sometimes only have like one ward, but they use that and they infer where other people are, like from their jungle routes, like from when they went back last. From when the objective times are and when things are going to come up, and from that you can actually get a lot of information about where your enemies are at any given moment. But yeah,
it's definitely one of those acquired skills. It's difficult, but obviously if you can just time it perfectly, and that's what they're really good at, timing, then you can pull it off, and you can really do some extreme hard punishes. And Froggett got the new VOD skin and is spamming out those taunts, which is absolutely amazing, and just one internet point. So Kerp will be heading out. We have seen Kerp's Fizz before, and absolutely amazing. Saliva go really close to them. That was a bit dodgy. And here's a bomb for your troubles. Have fun.
Have a bomb. Run into your team, please.
Yeah, it's very difficult to forget that early on when you haven't played a Zillion in a long time. It's just like, I need to run away, and everyone's like, get away from us. So yeah, another thing to point out is that Lolpro will be on the AD carry once again. That's really what he's known for, his incredible AD carry play. And then Pucky Style, the AD carry who's usually been for them with Acer, is in the jungle. And we've seen Lolpro in the jungle, so they have swapped up there. I was very surprised when it initially happened because I knew Lolpro was such an amazing bottom lane. I'd never seen him lose a lane basically. He just like completely destroyed them. I've seen him pub stomp just 2k low teams all day. But he's back down there, so I'm really excited to see what he pulls off here.
Yeah, and Ezreal is the champion for making plays. Like if you want to really be amazingly skilled at a given character, probably your best choice is Ezreal. If not, it's Fizz, actually, thinking about it. Like, if individual skill can make so much difference with these characters. Actually, thinking about it, Nunu jungle. I didn't really twig that was what was going on here, but yeah, we haven't seen that a lot lately. Although he is actually quite strong, because he can walk into a lane and his snowball is really hard to deal with. Like, it's a perma-slow. You'll never get away from it.
Yeah.
Robert is having to tank red buff because his team won't pull. Fizz has a lot of difficulty pulling buffs for you because he's obviously melee, and the creep will just start hitting him immediately. He'll take a lot of damage for the privilege. But yeah, Janna pulled it, but Janna would have pulled it, but didn't end up actually pulling it.
Generally okay though, generally because, well, consume is just so nice. You can get a consume off, it's a lot of your health early game, a lot of your health. And as you said, player skill definitely does come into it with Ezreal, and his Ezreal is one of the best that I have seen, along with his Vayne. His Vayne is very, very good. But going on to that blue buff as well, looking for that level 3 and possibly a top gank, that's generally what you're looking for. If you go straight onto the second buff, you're looking for level 3, which you will get, and then you'll go straight onto a gank. Fushop taking a lot of damage. Fushop is also a great AD carry in his own respect, so yeah, again, a really powerhouse bottom lane.
Yeah, no one at this level is really going to be bad, shall we say. It's always just a matter of who is more kind of amazing, yeah. But yeah, and Jax versus Jace top again.
Frogget, oh yeah, interesting actually. But Frogget is indeed looking for that gank, and they do not have that wardy. He's got the double buff, he does have the slow, he's got the blood boil as well, you can put on his ally, which is really nice in those circumstances.
And Lee Sin is coming in for a counter gank as well.
So he goes, looking for the leaf strike perhaps. No, he's going to juke downwards where Lee Sin is there. W's with the safeguard straight onto Frogger, taking a lot of damage. Ember Sheep swapping to his cannon stance into his hammer. And that will be first blood. So much damage. They really haven't done any damage to Ace's double team up top either. That's kind of crazy. Lancer Q once again going back in. Lancer Tempest gets the cripple, but will be backing off, and really they didn't trade off well at all. They didn't get anything done on mid. Well, mid, Go will be getting kill onto Celeber. Last tick of Ignite will finish him off. From just a second ago, I saw him going really low. Safeguards to Pokey style, lands to Q, backing off. Surprise, he lands it, goes back in again, and 760 will be taking a couple of those tower shots. 2 for 1 at 2 for 0 at top, in fact, and then in mid that was 1 kill for Kerb.
That's going to have put Jace in a seriously bad situation for dealing with Jax. Yes, he still has that ability to disengage whenever he wants, but by the time he does that, he's going to have taken a lot of damage from Jax, because Jax will jump on Counter-Strike in power, and that will do a good chunk of his health, and Jace won't be able to get his trade-off to actually win that engagement. Like, before maybe he could have just booted him away and shock blasted him and come out at least even on that damage. But now, with Ninja Tabi as well, and a Ruby Crystal, Jax is going to be doing more damage than Jace in a trade-off. And that's a scary position to be in against Jax, because he's only going to get stronger. And yeah. Meanwhile, I've not really... Zilean is a character you don't really see very much lately, at the moment. But he actually does work with these kind of bruiser combinations, like we said. But he's... kind of normally, against almost any other character, I'd say he's a massive pain to deal with in mid, because Time Bomb has a huge range and he literally just clicks on you to put it on. And actually at bottom now...
Yeah, something could be happening, and LolPro immediately picking up the kill, but has been knocked up. However, Fushop just turning around for a second, maybe to farm, and will be picked up for the double kill onto LolPro. That was interesting, but the auto-attack animation obviously hadn't finished, so didn't get that one off. Kerp and Frog are heading down. They will not get the pill, they will get a pill, because, you know, legal drugs.
Pills here. No, oh no.
No, not that. Meanwhile, mid, Zilean taking a lot of damage from Kerb. He is taking minion aggro, but that's a lot of straight up damage. He's really not taking much damage from those creeps, and of course that's because of his Nimble Fighter, which reduces the damage from creeps, basically. It's 6 less damage at this level, I think. Let's check. Yeah, 6 less damage.
That's actually a lot. People think to do 6 damage. 6 damage is not a lot, but when every single creep is attacking you for... only 25
like 12,
each. Yeah, that really does add up. That does huge damage to you. But with his passive, obviously you don't take nearly as much. And he might have the Indomitable Mastery. I don't think so, but that would reduce it by a further 2. But yeah, and yeah, like I say, Zilean mid normally is a massive pain in the rear, but he. Oh, Fizz just missed his ult. That's
missed the Earth, yeah. We didn't see that, it's fine.
Yeah.
My faith in you is not yet lost.
But it doesn't matter really, because he was going back. But,
yeah.
But yeah, Zilean. Huge range on Time Bomb, and he literally just clicks on you. But the thing is, Fizz has a very kind of long threat range. if you get too close to Fizz, he can use Playful Trickster and he can get very close to you very quickly, and he does huge damage, which Zilean isn't very well equipped to deal with. Someone on him is just difficult for him. It's it's a dangerous situation for him to be in. He doesn't have the kind of sustained damage of most AP mids, and he doesn't have the burst damage either, really. Like, he has time bombs, yes, but they're not significant compared. And Frogget just kind of walking past Lee Sin there, no problems.
Got some pretty insane movement speed. If you look at it, 480. 480.
Oh wow, yeah.
He hasn't even got the blood boil buff on him either.
Boots of mobility.
Yeah. It's hilariously fast. And they know he's around there. They have the ward, and everyone's just really panicky right now. Like, Lee Sin's going down along with Jax, so like, what's he doing? Paranoia. But they will be backing off, and not too much going to happen. And once again, at bottom, Acer are just basically zoning them out. They were pushed up really far, and it was just like, wait a minute, we're winning. And then they just sat behind the minions and zoned them. So, Frogger and Kerb heading on to 760, doesn't know quite what to do. His allies aren't that near, taking a lot of damage. They're still not there yet. Flash into Safeguard, who will be out of the ultimate goes down, who will be kept alive by it. Kerb taking a lot of damage from the AoE time bombs. Hooky Style still tanking, will be backing off in the sec, picks up the kill onto Kerb. Frogger getting out of there with the insane speed along with Imber Sheep. With the passive, of course, 760 will be knocked away with Thundering Blow. And here's a bomb to try and follow up. Meanwhile, bottom food shop will fall to Super Rays, looking for the second kill, and there's that double kill for Sona. Fantastic.
So yeah, Sona actually has very high damage for support, so it's very easy for her to accidentally, or on purpose, sometimes with less than optimal supports, but probably accidental in this case.
Yeah.
But very easy for her to accidentally kill Steel. And what we saw in that engagement in the top jungle is the strength of that Zilean combination with Jax. Jax got caught by 3 people, but he's really tanky, hard to kill, and he was just running away. Very hard to pin him down, very hard to kill him that quickly, and he just needed to get just in range for Zilean to revive him, and then suddenly it's a 3-on-3 situation from what would have normally been a horrible losing pick battle.
Yeah, that would have been a really good trade had that ultimate not gone down by Zilean. But of course, we haven't really spoken about the utility he brings. Like, he's got the movement speed and the movement speed debuff. It's like, what, 55% at max rank? Like, on a bruiser, that is incredible. Like, if you have like a bruiser running towards you at light speed, that's really scary. And it's almost impossible to get away from unless you have a great counter initiate or from your support who can peel really well. So it hurts. It hurts a lot, and there's very little counterplay to it other than like your own movement speed debuffs or a great counter initiation ability, maybe like a Janna Monsoon, which they do in fact have a Janna.
Yes,
but
that said though,
already.
Monsoon's on 140-second cooldown. Zilean with 40% CDR, his speed buff is effectively on a 0-second cooldown because he can use Rewind to get it up almost instantly and just constantly keep that speed buff going on someone. On himself with blue buff. It's quite funny actually. You get to lane in half the time, but no.
Time jokes could be made here, but no. So
time flies like an arrow. Fruit flies like banana.
Outstanding. So
I'm sorry.
I know it had to be said because it is pretty exceptional as a joke. But Zilean, his ultimate is very deceptive. Like, you never quite know when it's off cooldown because of Rewind. And it's difficult to judge, basically. And Kerb could be potentially in a bad position if Pookie Style connects the EQ. He has used Playful Trickster as well. Slowdown goes down, lands the Tempest, and lands the Q again. Time Bomb is there. And that should finish him off. Playful Trickster goes down, but he will die before that happens. Frogget pops the ultimate, but it's not really enough. He eats a minion, and he will be out of there, potentially. Bomb goes down, along with the slow. Pookie starts taking a lot of damage from turret, and pops the ultimate. He was trying to die there, simply because it will give him extra health when he comes back up. But ultimate goes down by Ezreal, not picking up the kill into Radox. Salama being really aggressive, flashes into Fushot. Will be picking up the kill. Super Ray scumbagging that one as well. Sona that kills Sakura, and they will be backing up on that one. So yeah, there's multiple threads made about Scumbag Sona, but this is apparently one of them with the most kills on her team at the moment.
Yeah, well, she is at least sticking to her role of not taking CS, so she's probably got the least goal on her team. But
yeah,
actually
more
not
than most of the enemy.
Zilean is only 100 gold ahead with this 65 CS to her 3. That's kind of the power of kills. Obviously, they really do add up, but at the same time, CS is very important. Mixture of both would be ideal, but Sona's not letting that happen.
Yeah, for sure. But if you take a look at the enemy team, she's significantly ahead of like everyone on their team, apart from Kerp. Which is funny. Significantly ahead of everyone on the team, and especially Janna, the enemy support. It's like 900 gold at least over her because of the kills, so, and the assists, of course. They're all like 6k ahead, and that is very significant this early on into the game. 12k, well, 12k, 12 minutes into the game. Last game we were saying is 4k advantage, and we were saying it's not a massive difference, but it is not like a significantly small difference. But at the moment it's like 6k, and it's this early onto the game. That is a large difference, and Kirk will be finding a 760 in the jungle. 760 just kind of walking around the circles at the moment, and jumping over to Selva as he's there to save him. We'll have an engage here in the forest. Bombs go down to two separate sources. 760 taking some damage and will back off temporarily. Ultimate goes down by Kerb. Will earth nothing. Maybe touching the ward, but you know, that's a ward. Frogger backing off, and he does have the Blood Boy. He should be okay. Doesn't really have the chasing power with a Nunu with Blood Boy on, and 760 is taking a lot of damage from Kerb, who will win this trade. 760 deceptively low. Will get the kill. Ultimate goes down by Selva. Will keep him alive either way. He did not fall, and Jace has also been picked up by Pokestyle.
Yeah, that was really nasty actually for Luna there, because like Acer is just really dominating this match right now. They're winning every little engagement.
Kill. On to Janna. Shanda goes down onto Fushop, and the damage from Sona alone. We'll be turning this around with Gatling Gun. Frog coming out of nowhere. Oof. Banana. Oh, close. And Frogget still chasing after with the Permastone. Really not doing too much damage. Has in fact maxed the consume. Ultimate goes down by Frogget. And out of their Eater minion. Yummy apparently, and will be backing off along with the Blood Boil. He should be okay, but that was apparently a bad position to be in, and that's really the power of Nunu.
Yeah, and this is what we're saying about the kind of style that M5 plays, that Acer also does quite well. While all that was going on across the map, and Jax was facing Jace and all sorts, Lee Sin just snuck Dragon.
Kerp has found Lolpro and Super Rays going back in with Playful Trickster. Will probably pick up the gun to Sona. He'll goes down, keeping him alive. Safeguard as well. Perfect positioning by Pokestyle. Shut down from Jace onto Jax, and now Radox is back in there to keep Kerp alive, and they should be backing off. But again, that just shows their mobility, their crazy mobility. And now Zillion's coming in from behind. Fushop will have seen him. Pokestyle's still there. Lands the Tempest and the Cripple. Radox taking a lot of damage, but the bomb is on him. Inevitable doom. Earth actually lands this time. Playful Trickster, and I don't know what he is. I can't say what type of creature he is, but he will be going back in. Kick goes down as the Dragon Rage. Playful Trickster just kind of walking around in circles. Just too much kiting ability from Ace with the massive mobility. Frogget coming out of nowhere with the Snowball. Really can't turn this one around, or can he? Sacred goes down. It's not going to keep him alive for too long. One more auto attack at least from Fushop will take him out. Snowball goes down. We'll be picking that one up. And it's now a 2 versus 2 situation. They will not potentially go for the initiation, or Frogget looking for the Snowball, but Fushop not really in position to follow up.
But if you look right now, the difference between Fushop and Lolpro, 3 kills and 4 assists, 124 farm, to 0 kills, 3 deaths, 1 assist, and 57 CS. That is monumental, huge like gold difference. He has what, 2,600 gold? He has the better part of an infinity edge over him. He is going to win any trade-off between the two of them, hands down. Like, his damage must be so far ahead, and that's a really bad situation to be in. Fushop, like, oh, and he's probably gonna.
Yeah, Lolpro jumping over the wall, and that damage already just from the Q alone. Be Valkyrie out there, just enough mana for it. Literally just getting enough mana for it. Ultimate goes down by Lolpro. Looking to hit. Nothing, but it was particularly a shot in the dark. That's what it was. But if you look at the gold difference right now, just over the board, 8k, nearly 9k. And meanwhile, top cut has been caught. However, Imbersheep there to follow up. Can 760, 1 versus 2. Earth goes down. Knockback with Thundering Blow. And Kerb, will he die? Yes, he will. Just 760 has the help of the minions here. Trading off with Imbersheep. Leaf Strike goes down. And will the minions finish him off?
No,
he will be barely surviving. But even on 20% HP, managed to chunk down Jace and almost 2v1ing. That was ridiculous.
That's what Jax does. He has this. He counter strikes so you can't auto attack him for damage, and it reduces his AoE damage as well, I think. Then he has his ultimate for huge armor and magic resist, and he has no lifesteal actually this one. Normally Jax has a lot of lifesteal, so he becomes this ridiculous monster that you can't get his health to go down. Like, it's really hard to make him lose health in the first place, and then he just regenerates it all by hitting you harder. It's really hard to deal with that. But yeah, no, if Luna can hold on, the goal difference will become less significant with time. But Acer right now are just taking that every advantage, and they're pushing down.
Actually have been caught. Kerb going straight onto Salava. Will he use the ultimate on himself? Bomb goes down. Yes, he will. Pokestyle getting out of there. They are going to camp his corpse, and he should die. And Acer coming. Acer's super race coming from the side. Lancer Crescendo will also be caught. This is the picking power that they need. And 760 not really in the vicinity. 2 for 0. What are they going to do with it? Can they do anything with it? With Lolpro picking up the kill onto Corki for the rampage. And Pokestyle coming in from the side. Can they pick up some more kills here? 760 is there. Frogget will meet an angry Lolpro in the bush. Misses the Q from Lee Sin. Jumps over the wall with the wall jump. And Kerp thinking better of it. Walking in a different angle this time. Frogget, well, this is 2 against Lolpro, but I think they should be backing off. Lolpro lands the Q onto Frogget, very tempting, but I don't think he's going to go for it. Kerp actually still has been caught, like, I don't know what Kerp's doing there, but lands the Q onto him, it's just permaso from this point. 760 picking that one up, and Lolpro taking a lot of damage from Embassy, who has caught him in turn. And Pokestyle just tanking that shock blast to the face. He will now be turning around. Wall jump goes down, lands the Q. Double buff Ember Sheep. Will he turn around the trade? Yes, he will. Thundering Blow goes down. 760 picking up the kill onto Radux. Meanwhile, Pokestyle still trading. Dragon's Rage goes down, trying to get him in range for Lolpro. Just kiting along the past board. Wall jumps for extra shielding. Not going to help him. Lolpro, can he turn this one around? 760 also does shock blast lands. For the acceleration gains. 2 praise coming in from the side. Looking not to scumbag this one. Just following him after. And Frogget's coming in from the side as well, just for the snowball, and 760 just waiting in the bush potentially for them to walk back.
Longest jungle invasion in history.
Yeah.
Like they spent, what, easily 2-3 minutes in there. Like, just people dying and then resurrecting and then coming back in again. One at a time, ladies, one at a time. But you can see actually here, Acer actually has better vision, or did. The wards are all dying now because they've run out of time because that invasion was so long. But part of the reason they came out so ahead, aside from the fact they were already ahead, is that they have these wards, they have this vision of the jungle. The bushes to them aren't blockages at all. Like, for Luna Gaming, the bushes are the great unknown. They walk in and they...
Oh, the damage from 760! Literally two auto attacks with the Empower as well brought Foo Shop down to less than 50% HP.
It helps that he has a Trinity Force to get an extra proc on that damage.
And Sullivan, meanwhile, just got picked up by Kerb. Interesting, he was just randomly farming on top and just got picked off. So, they're not down and out. Like, they're still playing it well to the point where they know what they can do. But Roddock's not in a good position. Lolpro coming in from the side as well, lands the Q, enormous damage, and we'll be picking that one up.
And Ezreal is only going to get stronger though, of course. He has most of his team's gold right now, and yeah. And look, another dragon. And Ezreal is not going to get weaker than Corki as the game goes on. He is strong right now, and he is going to remain strong for the whole game. He has enough gold to be a relevant threat for the whole game, even if he gets focused out in every single team fight for the rest of it. But I don't think that's going to be a problem for him, honestly. Ezreal can play a really good keep away game. He seems to permanently have double buff too, probably because he's killing them so often. But yeah, he's extremely dangerous right now. Yeah, and obviously, if he ever does get caught or killed in a team fight, they've got a Zillion. You can resurrect him. Typically, they're probably going to want to reserve it for Jax, but Ezreal's a perfectly valid target too. Particularly if they can just use that to delay the enemy's ability to damage in a team fight. That's going to put him in a serious bind. Like, just it's just really hard to deal with that kind of team composition.
Desperation Baron.
Oh,
with
boy.
2 people. They're showing their faces all around the map, so they don't think they're going to go for it. Pink ward has gone down. Kerb there. They're thinking AD carries bottom. Janna in mid. Acer. Wow, Acer haven't really fought this one out, and they will probably pick this one up with not too many troubles. Good move from Luna Gaming. I mean, usually Acer are all over them. They know the timing of everything. They have the vision, but at the moment, they're just lacking in that area. They didn't foresee it, and this is a really good move from Luna. Yeah, they will pick it up.
Yeah.
They might get a pick onto 760 as well, who is completely unaware. Ward goes down, Monsoon as well to keep himself alive. Massive burst damage coming in from Jack. 760 doesn't even care that they have Baron. Earth goes down. We'll see him for a little while. Ultimate goes down onto 760. Jumps for the leap strike. More damage onto Radox. Double kill goes down. Does have the ultimate still on 760. Curve looking for the finish onto him just before it expires, and there it is. Curve taking a lot of damage, has the bomb on his head. Well, how much damage will it do? Trickster will block that damage. Very interesting.
That's an unusual interaction there. I think he's been doing it all game though. It's because he's untouchable at the time when it goes off, it doesn't do anything, which is probably part of why the lane is so difficult for Zilean actually. Because how can you, if your main damage ability won't do anything if he just uses his main defensive ability, how do you deal with that? Although apparently you get a lot of ganks or something, because he's actually not doing badly at all. He's 2, 3, and 7. He's not picking up the kills. He's playing a utility role in this game, but at the same time he is right now very, very dangerous.
Yeah, you could afford to put a utility character in mid if you have like a damage dealer in the jungle, and we have a chase now from Luna. They're turning this one around. I'm not convinced they can win. I mean, Jax is not there actually. Beautiful ultimate with the crescendo, jumping in from Pokey style, landing that with the Dragon's Rage, picking up the kill onto Froggen, jumping out flash into Safeguard. Nice rocket from Fruit Shop, will pick that one up handily. Lolpro heading to charge, not the great position to be in, flashes out with the Arcane Shift, and Kerp will be picked up with a great Q from Lolpro, now chasing this one back, and that was a 4 versus 5, now 760 joining the fray, where it is a 4v3 situation, pushing down this turret. Can they get more picks, and how much damage will they deal, basically?
It's not a situation you want to be in when you can lose a 4v5. Yes, they were extending quite far, and
Lolpro taking the tower. I'm not in okay, ultimate goes down by Zilean. And that was kind of a bait more than anything. Ultimate has gone down. All the damage straight onto Radox from 760. And now Lolpro is being revived with the best part of 80% of his health.
Yeah, this is 10, 11, 12k gold difference. It's hard to come back from that. And they even have very good scaling characters, apart from Zilean, I guess, and Lee Sin, actually. I guess if it really dragged on at this point, Luna could pull this back, but even with that Desperation Baron, even with Baron buff, that huge bonus to their team, they couldn't bring it back in a 4v5.
Oh, and they're actually going for another initiate. Frogger picked up almost immediately, heading charge. His team very closely behind. 760 getting hit by the thundering blow, and Fruit Shop giving him time to deal out the pain. Lolpro turning around on this one, however, the Curve looking for the kill onto Celeber. So fairly tanky in his own right at this stage. Ember Sheep again looking just to turn around and get the kill before he dies. There it is. 1-for-1 trade, and now Lee Sin out of nowhere looking for the kill onto Food Shop. Good appealing power from Radox, however, ultimate goes down by Lolpro looking for the kill onto Curve. Lands and connects, but he survives with about 90 HP. That was an incredible lead. That was... Did he have vision? I don't think he did. That was an incredible lead from Lolpro.
Clairvoyantly aware.
Yeah.
Well, no, maybe his uncle works at Riot. Damn it.
Yeah.
Ah, no. This is bad. This is bad for Luna right now. Like, yeah, they stymied that last push, and I guess they could turtle to a certain extent, but their wave clear isn't good enough really to hold off the kind of dives that Acer are probably going to be trying to pull right now. Because Zilean is obviously that diving champion. Like, if you have Jax jump in, tank all the tower damage, tank all the enemy's damage, and kill everyone in the process, and then you revive them
the
at the
bruises are initiating, however, onto Froggen and Kirby will be out of there. Play for Trickster immediately, stopping the ultimate just to get the utility with the slow, and he will be picked up. And Lolpro just... what? Lolpro just teleporting back down again.
I thought it was Spooky style. Fly into the stratosphere with you.
Yeah. Just came back down again. That was interesting. Of some of the things I've seen in my LoL career, this is not something you see every day.
That's an old bug, I think.
It is, but it was kind of like one of those random things. It's just like, oh, it's a 3 versus 4. Nope. Hello. It's just like coming down from the sky, just deployed.
Well, have you ever seen the thing where you can jump onto a Pantheon?
No, I haven't.
There's a video of it somewhere on YouTube where yeah, I think it was Guardsman Bob jumped onto a Pantheon who was just jumping, flew across the map, and killed him at the end.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, but yeah, Acer, and like we saw then, that tower, that middle inhib, they didn't care. They just, Jax tanked it for a while, and Acer's doing so much damage that they just shredded the tower, and it made them honestly irrelevant.
Rocket again looking for these picks, but it's just not working out for them because there's so much mobility from Acer just all over them. First shot once again being chunked down to 50% HP just from the straight up burst from 760, and he has definitely got the sustained damage to follow. Frogger just being chunked off. Monsoon goes down just to stop that from completely being, well, wiping them basically. And Acer are just going to slowly push them in. This is the stage they're at. They get all these small victories, they get the picks, they get the skirmishes won, and then they go for the team fights and just, yeah, they're all over them. And that's what's scary about playing against a team like Acer and Moscow 5. So it's like, when they get ahead, they're going to stay ahead. They're looking to basically extend the mid-game as long as possible, because that's always what, well, how they build their teams. High mobility, strong in mid-game. And the longer they can extend it, the better they're going to do. Right now, whether Luna will go for the engage is...
They have to, but they'll lose. That's the problem.
Yeah, has been caught by the incredible slow from that team. Ultimate goes down, Crescendo landing on 2 people. Dragon's Rage goes down, double kill, and Kerp coming in from the side. Radox also most likely being picked up, triple kill goes down. Will fall, however, Zillion not deciding to ult him this day, and will be pushing down the inhib. He did in fact have ultimate, he just didn't want to use it on him.
That was nasty. Hike, they couldn't do anything. Under tower dives, no problem. Just, you know, just do it anyway. And, like, at this point though, LOL Pro doesn't even care that Fizz was sitting on him. It's curtains, I'm afraid, Luna. The time has come. But, no, the game is over, and I think everyone here knows it. If you've reached the point where your AD carry can duel their AD carry on the spawn pad, you have a problem.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, Kerb also be picked up by the Mystic Shot, and Bookie just trying to save himself there. Nope.
Sona was focusing down the Nexus throughout that whole
very hard on
mess, I suppose. Yeah. What are you doing?
Oh,
winning the game.
Oh, honestly, what is this? But Acer picking up that game against Luna is a best of ones in all of the games today. I'm not sure about the final. I'd need an admin to inform me, but. Okay, finals will be best out of 3 from my man Hexit. So yeah, until the next game. Anything to add, Spillington, before we end?
I'm actually kind of surprised at how comfortably Acer took that. They never really put too much of a foot wrong. Occasionally, 760 would get caught, or you know, or Skalava, but they just couldn't do anything. Luna couldn't seem to pick anyone off, and they couldn't really contest any stage of the game because of that Zillion Jax combo. So yeah, that was really hard for them, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, that was one of the most interesting games I was expecting from the tournament, because Luna and Acer have very interesting playstyles, and I was very interested in just seeing those two combine. I'm not saying by any means that the other teams are like that, it's just that their particular playstyles and the way they would interact was interesting to me. But yeah, that was a very interesting game, even the way it went to Acer. It was just like the way Luna handled it, and they went for that Baron push, which was very clever. It was just at the end of the day, there was very little they could do about it because they were being pushed in too hard. But, anywho, yeah, until the next game, guys, we'll be back at it. Stay tuned.